Hi, my name is Phil Cony, and it's my privilege today to be taking you through this Global Resources Team International business presentation. Now, this presentation is following on from information that I'm hoping that you've already had. For instance, an introduction to our business, maybe a company presentation that you might have looked at, some links to videos, so that you've had plenty of information to review, enough so that you can make the decision that you're interested in finding out how this business can work for you. And that's what this presentation is all about. It's really going to go into the nuts and bolts of our business, explaining how it all comes together, how you can earn a full-time income for part-time commitment in this business. Now, Global Resources works in partnership with Forever Living Products, and the connection there is that Forever Living really is the manufacturer of the products. Their job is to manufacture the products, ship them around the world, and our job as Global Resources is to get those products to the end user, the consumer. Now, we do that through the network, people like you and I that use the products and develop customers and develop a business. And that's what we're going to talk about in this presentation. As it says on the bottom of the slide there, this business is where ordinary people can achieve ordinary results. It doesn't matter what your experience is before, what your background is. If you're totally committed to wanting to build a successful business, then we will give you the how-to with all the support necessary for your success. Now, what is your main priority in life? People come into our business for lots of different reasons. They're all looking for something. Some people are looking for extra income, maybe to develop your own business. Maybe you're looking for personal development. Perhaps you're interested in helping other people. That's great, because in our business you can only get success by helping other people. Perhaps you're looking to improve your lifestyle. Maybe you have a job that you really love doing, but it just doesn't pay you enough to give you the lifestyle for you and your family. Maybe you're looking for financial freedom. Now, financial freedom means something different to everybody. For one person, that might be an extra $200 or $300 a month. For another, that might be an extra $2,000 or $3,000 a month, and for someone else that might be a six-figure income. But whatever it is, we can create a business plan to suit that particular requirement and give you all the support necessary to help you build a business to get that secure financial freedom. There's a built-in pension with our business. It's a pension that you don't have to pay into. But one of the areas of income is the royalty bonus, which I'll talk about in a moment. And the royalty bonus, we call it royalty stroke pension, because it carries on even when you retire. So you can build up a very substantial royalty income, and then when you retire, that income just carries on. Meeting new people. Now, we're in the networking business, so over the years, Rosytha and I have met thousands of people. And a lot of those people have become really good friends of ours, and who knows, maybe you listening to this presentation are going to become our friends. More time for you and your family. Now, this is really important, because there are a lot of people out there that have really good jobs that pay them good incomes, but unfortunately they're working long hours, they're spending a lot of time away from home, and they're missing out on the family the family growing up and family time. Now, what we can do with you, if that's your situation, is that we can actually help you to develop a business on a part-time basis that equals your full-time job that you're working lots of hours in. And then if you want to, you're in a position to give up that job and go full-time in your business and have a work-life balance. So we are a family business, and the work-life balance to us is really, really important. So this is a business that you can run alongside any existing family or work commitments. Okay, let's talk a bit about Global Resources and Forever Living. Now, Forever Living is a remarkable company, as it says on the slide. The head office is actually in Phoenix in Arizona. And there's a small picture there of the head office there. It's a fantastic building with lovely grounds and a big lake, and it's just, one of the incentives that you can qualify for. One of the trips allows you to actually go there and have a look at the head office. Now, it's a privately owned, cash-rich family business. So we don't have any debts, and we don't have any shareholders either. So that means there's no politics in our business. So when you work with Forever Living, you get that feeling that you're involved in a massive family business. We call it a big family. It started in 1978 and now trades in over 150 countries. And the management team that was put together in year one back in 1978 is still there today, would you believe? Now you have to ask yourself the question, why would somebody stay for that long? Well, it's because they enjoy what they do, they're highly valued and recognized, and of course they can earn a really good income with this business. Now obviously there's been lots of new people coming on board in addition to the original management team, and they form together a massive support worldwide for our business. And the turnover last year with Forever Living was 2.8 billion US dollars. Now we're looking to move that to 5 billion within the next 5 years, and as you can also see, we have a massive $2.5 billion asset base. Every single country that we operate in, and there's over 150 countries, we own the head offices, and they were bought for cash. Rex Morn, the chairman of Forever Living, actually paid cash for all the prestigious head offices in all the countries. Now in Africa, we've actually got 30 of those offices and distribution centres spread out over the whole of Africa. And as far as product distribution and support is concerned, we've got the whole country covered. Now, the small picture at the bottom on the right there is our head office in Kenya, and we have 29 other offices as well in Africa. Now, the main ingredient in most of our products, in fact all the products except for the supplements, the main ingredient is aloe vera. Aloe vera has become a huge buzzword in the health and nutrition industry, and we find that we don't have to explain the benefits of aloe vera to people. People know how good aloe vera is. It's known it's got other names, like it's known as the healing plant, the medicine plant, and it's just an amazing plant. Inside the leaf of an aloe vera plant, you've got 75 nutrients. So all the vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and amino acids that the body needs is in aloe vera naturally. So it's nature's gift. Now, we are the world's largest growers and producers of aloe vera. In fact, we grow and cultivate around 80% of the world's total supply of aloe vera. Now that means that we can put more aloe vera in our products than any of our competitors. Now we're what the Americans call vertically integrated, which means that we own everything. We own the land, we grow the aloe, we own the manufacturing facilities, we even make the containers and do the screen printing. We then ship, we do all the shipping ourselves around the world, and then through the network, people like you and I, we market the products direct to the customer. So from plant to product to customer. The aloe is grown, it's natural. It's 100% safe. There are no known side effects. It's a herbal plant, and it's been used for thousands of years. I mean, it's mentioned in the Bible several times. Gandhi used it as part of his fasting when he was fasting, and Cleopatra apparently used it to bathe in as well. So it's not new. It's been around for a number of years. Now you can take it internally as well as rub it on topically. I'm going to go through that when I talk about the products. We've got a patented stabilization process, which basically means that we've got a long shelf life for all of our products. Now, I don't know if you know this, but if you take an aloe vera leaf and you break it open, inside there's a very thick gooey gel. And within about 15 to 20 minutes, if you break the leaf open, that gel begins to go brown. and that's called oxidation. It starts to oxidize. You know, a bit like an apple or a banana. If you take the skin off and break it open, after about 15-20 minutes, it starts to go brown. That's oxidation. Now, in order to stop that from happening, the company have developed this patented stabilization process which gives all of their products a 5-year shelf life. So even 5 years down the road, the aloe in the product is still just as fresh as it was the day it was put in. There is no other company on the market that has that stabilization process. Now, we don't grow it with herbicides or pesticides. It's grown naturally. And as you can see on the bottom, aloe vera is the principal ingredient in all of our products. Now, when you look on the back of the product on the container, you'll see a list of ingredients. By law, companies have to list the ingredients in the product. Now, in our product, you'll see that aloe vera is right at the top of a list of any other ingredients that might be in the product. So that shows that aloe vera is the main ingredient in the product. If you look at the competitors' aloe vera products, you'll see that aloe vera is actually quite well down and sometimes right at the bottom of a whole list of ingredients, which really says that aloe vera is not the principal ingredient in that product. And that's the difference between our products and our competitors. Now, as far as our products are concerned, I mean, this can be a training all by itself. We've actually got over 300 products in the range, so I haven't got the time in this presentation to go through the products individually. So I'm just going to explain the groups of the products, and then in another training we'll actually go into more detail regarding what they are and what they do. So we start off with the aloe vera drinks. Now, there are 4 different aloe vera drinks, and as you can see there, 50% of our worldwide turnover come from the aloe drinks. So even though we've got over 300 products, those aloe vera drinks contribute towards 50% of our turnover. So worldwide, we did a $2.8 billion turnover last year. 1.4 billion of that came from the drinks alone. Now, I'm just going to explain what happens when you drink the aloe vera. First of all, you drink 1 or 2 fluid ounces a day, that's all. And the first thing it's going to do is detox your body. It gives the body a service. It cleans the body out and gets rid of all the toxins. And with all the toxins gone, the body can then absorb all the 75 nutrients, all the vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and amino acids. Now, that has a result of building the immune system. So with a built-up immune system, you find you don't pick up viruses and colds and flus and other things that attack our body because your immune system is so high. It's also anti-inflammatory. So it helps conditions, stomach conditions and joint problems and things like that. It has a multiple effect when you drink aloe vera on a daily basis. Rosytha and I have been drinking it every day now for the past 23 years. And during that time, we don't get viruses, we don't get colds, and like everybody else, because we drink the aloe vera. Now, we've also got the skincare and beauty products and the cosmetics. Now, obviously, mainly for the ladies, and these are high quality, natural, aloe vera based beauty and cosmetic products and skincare. You just have to try them and see how they compare, and they're very good value for money. We have a fantastic weight management program. Rosytha and I actually started this program 3 days ago. It's a 9-day cleansing program called the Clean 9, and we tend to sort of go on it once or twice a year because we have a fantastic lifestyle. We probably eat too much and have a few glasses of wine, and as a result, the weight sort of tends to sort of creep up a little bit. We started 3 days ago, and I've already lost myself 3.5 kilo during that time. Looking forward to losing another few kilos over the course of the next week. The sports and fitness products that we have, so people that are involved with any form of sport, can take our products. They're natural, and they help with stamina and all sorts of performance results by taking these products and the supplements, of course. The daily care products, these are the products that we tend to take for granted. We use them in the bathroom every single day, the soaps and the shampoos, the tooth gels. People call it toothpaste, but ours is actually a tooth gel. A paste is abrasive, a gel is non-abrasive. So our tooth gel is 100% non-abrasive. It's also a natural whitener, it's a polish, and as you can tell, it's one of my favorite products. We have problem solvers. These are products that are especially for helping people that have ailments and problems. Now, we don't make any claims with our products. We just say, look, it's a natural product. It can't do any harm. Other people have had fantastic results. Why don't you try it and see how you get on? And you've got a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee on the product. So that means you can use it for 30 days, use it all up. Use as much of the product or products as you want to, and if you're not happy for any reason after 30 days, you can give back the empty containers and get all your money back, no questions asked. And I have to say that guarantee doesn't affect the distributor or the forever business owner that sold you the product. And we also have animal care. Now, animals get the same problems that humans get, so we have lots of products to help animals as well as humans. Now, on the right-hand side there, you can see just some of the certifications that we have, proving the quality of the product. At the top, not tested on animals. That's really important. Next one down, we've got the kosher rating and the Islamic seal of approval. Now, what that means is that people from any religion, anywhere in the world, can use our products. And that's really important because we're an international business and you can build a global business with us. And we're also a member of the Aloe Science Council, and that is a very prestigious award which really highlights the quality of the aloe that goes into our products. Now, how do you get started? Well, how you get started is you need to register as a forever business owner. And that's absolutely free. It doesn't cost anything for you to register. And then what you need to do is talk to the person that introduced you to the business to decide what you want from it and how you're going to get started. Now, there are a few different ways to get started. You could start off and go straight in as an assistant supervisor by purchasing the 2-case credit combo pack. Now, that pack has a selection, a very large selection of the most popular products in the range so that you and your family can use the products, get familiar with them, and then have the confidence to recommend them to other people and build a business. Excuse me. And then we have the mini combo pack, which is half the size of the combo pack, and it has half the amount of products in it. And then for those that are not in a position to afford the combo pack, which is, by the way, the quickest and most economical way to get started. But if you're not in a position to do that, then the minimum order to get started is $103. You can choose whatever products you want to and place your first order after you've registered with the company. Now, in a moment, I'm going to show you the benefits of this business, what you can get out of this business and how it can change your life. And I want you to take this slide into consideration when you're looking at those slides, because by having the products and using them and working with us and building a business, it can literally change your life and give you financial freedom. So you have to consider on an ongoing basis that you need to be using the products and investing into your future. There are no other hidden investments involved. Once you get started, we can help you to generate an income and get that money back into your bank as quickly as possible. Okay, so once you're on board, what you need to do, what we all do, is we use the products. That's the first thing. Our business is based on word of mouth and recommendation, and it's very difficult to recommend something if you're not even using it yourself. And that's the whole purpose of having the products when you register, so that you can start using the products, and then you are the best person to recommend them to other people. It's not selling, it's what we call transferred enthusiasm, because you do get very enthusiastic about the products, and then people want to know about them, so you don't have to ask, they want to know. The second thing is to generate 20 regular customers. Now, we say 20, we do have people in our business that have 30, 40 or 100 or more customers, but you don't actually need to develop that many customers unless you're particularly motivated to do so. So 20 regular customers is enough, and we can get those customers by talking to people on a one-to-one basis. You can do coffee mornings, you can do product presentations, you can use social media. There's lots and lots of ways that you can generate regular customers. Now, we can show you how to do that. And once you have your customers, you're going to look after them, give them customer care. And you'll find that those customers will reorder every 3 to 4 weeks. That's the repeat aspect on our business. So after 3 or 4 weeks, the product is gone. They've either drunk it down or rubbed it on and it's gone, so they want some more. And usually what happens, because you gave them a product brochure and you said, well, look, we've got over 300 products and they're all just as good as the ones you just tried. Usually when they reorder, they order 1 or 2 other products as well. So gradually what they order increases over time. The third thing that we do is build a team. So by you listening to this presentation, what I'm doing is building the team. So you can actually get people to look at the presentations, to look at the same information that we got you to look at, the introduction to our business, the links to the videos, and find out if they're interested enough to build your team. And every single month you'll get 1, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 people personally introduced by you into your team. And then the fourth thing that we do is we teach everybody that comes into your business how to do exactly what you're doing, and that's use the products, create 20 regular customers, and help them to build their team. Okay. Now, at the bottom there, you can see that the average personal business on a monthly basis for each Forever business owner in our team is about $840 per month. So that's not team business, that's just personal business. And that's accumulated by doing 1, 2, and 3, as I've just talked about. If I was to take the total turnover of our business and divide that by the number of people in the business, it would equal about 840. So some people do more, some people do less, but the average is 840. So in the next few slides, that's what I'm going to work with. So now let's talk about building your team. So you're registered, you're using the products, you're developing your 20 customers. Now you need to build your team with our help and support. So we're going to help you to do this. And in order to do that, you need to talk to people. So what you can do is you can talk to people that you know. Now, we all know hundreds of people, so you can make a list and decide who you're going to talk to, but have a think about it just for a moment. How many people, let's say that you know 300 people, how many of those 300 people do you think would love to have more money and a better lifestyle than they have at the moment? I would imagine pretty much all of them. Okay. Now, they might not all be interested in our business and coming into your team, but quite a lot of them will. So your job really is to talk to them, and we'll show you how to do that. Give them some information, find out if they're interested, let them see a presentation like this, and then they decide to join your team. You can also talk to people you meet. So people you meet are people that you didn't know before, but you just met them. And you can strike up a conversation with them. You can start to build a relationship with that person. And at the right time, you can introduce the product or the opportunity to those people. They become people that you know. And you can also advertise. Now, advertising is massive, and there's lots of different ways that you can do that. Probably the biggest way is using social media. So from your Facebook personal page, we can show you how to create a couple of business pages stemming from your personal page. And you can start to reach out to people through social media. And again, we will show you how to do that without bombarding your friends, trying to sell to them. We don't do that. But there is a way of doing it, which is pretty low key, and it gets results. You can advertise in local papers and magazines, in church magazines. So anywhere where you can advertise this business. So talk to people that you know, people that you meet, advertise, and using all of those three methods, we can help you to build a team. Don't forget, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because we're helping you. Now, I'm going to run through the plan, and so I can show you how you can progress to what we call the manager position. And here you are. Let's say that you've just registered. And when you register, first of all, you fill out the form, and it's free. You can do that online. And that makes you a Novus customer. Everybody starts off as a Novus customer. And as a Novus customer, you're allowed to purchase products from the shop. Sorry, not the shop, from the company, from Forever Living, at a 15% discount. Now, you purchase at a 15% discount until you've purchased 2 case credits worth of product. Now, can you remember on the slide where we showed the combo pack and the mini combo pack? So the combo pack is actually 2 case credits. Okay, so in order to move up to the assistant supervisor level, which is the next position, you need to purchase 2 case credits worth of products. And so you can either purchase the pack, which is 2 case credits, or you can purchase the mini combo, which is 1 case credit, and then within a 2-month period accumulate the other 1 case credit. Or if you're not in a position to do that, you place the minimum order, which is $103, and then you have 2 months to accumulate the 2 case credits, which is the value of what that combo pack was. And then you move up to the next position, which is assistant supervisor. At this point, what we're doing is we're planning your journey to the manager status, which you'll see in a moment. Okay, so what we've done now is we've developed your business plan, and we've worked with you one way or another to get you to that assistant supervisor level. Now, one of the reasons why it's important for you to get to that level is the fact that you make more money. You can see that at the assistant supervisor level, you purchase the products with a 30% discount as opposed to a 15% discount. And that's why a lot of people purchase the combo pack, so that on day one, everything they do, they're buying at a 30% discount. Now, in addition to that, the company is going to pay you a 5% bonus or cashback on every order that you personally place. So if you add the two together, you're now actually making 35% profit as an assistant supervisor for all the products you use and all the products you sell, retail sales. Okay. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start to move up the plan, and you move up the plan really by introducing Novus customers into your team. I'll show you a diagram as to how this works in a moment. Now, as an assistant supervisor, every time you introduce a Novus customer, a new team member into your team, the company will pay you a 20% bonus on all the products that they purchase until they've done or purchased their 2 case credits. Okay, so that's the assistant supervisor. So the next position is to get to supervisor. Now, as a supervisor, you've probably got somewhere between, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 people in your team at this stage. And they're all using the products. They're all developing their 20 customers. They're all building their teams with your help and support and our help and support. And as a supervisor now, you get a 3% pay rise. You can see that your personal bonus has now moved up to 8%. That's over and above the 30% discount you get when you purchase the products. So if you add the two together, you're actually now making a 38% profit on all the products that you purchase. Now, in addition to that, you start to get paid on the assistant supervisors in your team. So you've probably got 5 or 6 or 7 assistant supervisors in your team, and you can see there that you're going to get paid a 3% bonus on the performance of all of those assistant supervisors every month. And as a supervisor, if you introduce a new Novus customer, a new team member into your team, the company's going to pay you a 23% bonus on every single order that they place until they've accumulated their 2 case credits. Now what we're going to do now is help the people in your team. Remember, you can only get success in this business by helping other people. So if you've got 5 or 6 or 7 people in your team and they're assistant supervisors, guess what? They want to be a supervisor. So what you're going to do is pull them up to your level. You're going to help them to become an assistant supervisor. So that means your team will grow, and by helping them, you're going to move on to the next level. It's going to push you up to the assistant manager level. Now, as an assistant manager, you're going to get paid a 13% bonus on the value of every order that you place with the company, in addition to the 30% discount you're receiving. So now you're going to be making 43% profit on all of your retail sales and all the products that you use. Now, in addition to that, you will have some supervisors in your team at this stage. So the company is going to pay you a 5% bonus on your supervisors. And you will also have some assistant supervisors. The company will pay you an 8% bonus on everything that they do. And at the assistant manager level, every time you introduce a new person into your team, which is a Novus customer, the company will pay you a 28% bonus on the value of every order that they place until they've accumulated their 2 case credits. Now remember, I'm going to show you diagrams in a moment on how this actually happens. Now, by helping the supervisors become assistant manager and the assistant supervisors become supervisor, that will push you up to the manager position. You've probably got about 30 people in your team by now, and as a manager, you're now getting paid an 18% bonus from the company every time you place an order, and that's in addition to the 30% discount you get when you place that order. So if you add the two together, you're now making 48% profit on all of the retail sales that you make and all of the products that you use. In addition to that, the company is going to pay you a 5% bonus on all of the assistant managers in your team and everybody in their team. The company will pay you 10% on the supervisors in your team and everybody in their team. You'll get 13% bonus on the assistant supervisors in your team and the people in their teams as well. And then for every new Novus customer that you sponsor into your team, every new team member, the company will pay you a 33% bonus on every order they place until they've accumulated their 2 case credits. Now, what I'm going to show you in the next slide is the sort of level of income that you're going to earn by moving up to the manager position. And then you'll see why it's so important to purchase your 2 case credits one way or the other as quickly as possible to get to the assistant supervisor level. We actually have a 5 to 6 month plan in place on a part-time basis to help you get to that manager position. And now I'm going to show you how that's going to work. Okay, so let's say that this is you now as a supervisor. Okay, so you've done your 2 case credits, and with our help and support, we've helped you to sponsor 5 key people into your team. These are 5 people that all want to have more money and a better lifestyle, just like you. And what we're going to do with these 5 people is we're going to help them to, we're going to show them how to use the products, how to develop 20 customers, how to build their teams, just like you. And the company is going to pay you a bonus. It's called a team building bonus on the performance of your team. Now, each person in your team on average is going to do a personal business adding up to $840 a month. That's the average. Some will do more, some will do less. But the team building bonus on average for a supervisor is going to amount to about $350 a month. Now that $350 is over, as a supervisor, is over and above the 38% profit that you're making on your retail sales. Okay. Now, in order to move forward on the plan, what you're going to do now is help your 5 people, because if A, B, C, D, and E are seeing that you're earning a $350 bonus every month, what do you think they're going to want to do? They're going to want to become a supervisor as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to help those people. So, with our help and you helping those people as well, we're going to help them to become supervisors. So that's going to push you up to the assistant manager level. So now your team is starting to grow, and with a team about this size, so every single circle here is a person in your team. You can see that the company is going to pay you a team building bonus on what they do every month. On average, they're going to do about $840 worth of business a month each by using the products, developing customers, and building their team. And typically, an assistant manager is going to earn a bonus of about $850 per month, and that's over and above the retail profit that you're making, which is 43% on the retail sales that you're doing with the products. So what we want you to do now is to get to the manager position, and we're going to help you to do that. And the way that's going to happen is for you to help more people in your team to get to supervisor, to help E, who is already a supervisor, to get to assistant manager, and that's going to push you up to the manager position. Now, as a manager, as I said, you're probably going to have about 30 people in your team. So here's the maths. This is how it works. So you're now a manager, so congratulations. And you've got 30 people in your team, and they're all using the products, they're all developing their 20 customers, and they're all building their teams. And on average, every single one of them are doing about $840 a month in personal business. I promise you that's the average. Some will do more, some will do less. Now, with 30 people doing that, that's giving you a group volume, a group turnover in your business of $25,000 in a month. Your business is turning over $25,000 in a month. But you personally are only doing $840, but your business is doing $25,000. Now the company is going to pay you either 5, 10 or 13% bonus, team building bonus, on the performance of your whole team. Now without going into the details, I'm going to take a mean average of 10%. That's what it is. So 10% of 25,000 is $2,500 a month. Okay, that's equivalent to about 259,500 Kenyan shillings a month. Now we have lots of managers. Rosytha and I have been in this business for 23 years. We've actually helped 14 people get to the manager position like this. And those managers have helped lots of other people get to manager as well, and we can help you. Now what's going to happen now is that A, B, C, D, and E in your business are going to look at you earning £2,500 a month because you're a manager. What do you think they're going to want to do? They're going to want to get to the manager position as well. They're going to develop their teams, and you're going to help them to do that. You're going to pull them up to your level. So this is where you start to become what we call a leadership manager. And a leadership manager is somebody that has at least one manager in their team. In this example, that's A. So A has become a manager in your team. A has approximately 30 people in their team, and A is now earning about £2,500 per month. So A is very happy, and you feel really good because you actually helped A to do that. Okay, now the company is going to pay you a royalty bonus for helping A to get to the manager position, and every month the company will pay you 6% of A's turnover. It doesn't come out of A's pocket, it comes direct from the company. And that 6% of $25,000 is about $1,500 per month. So let me ask you a question. If I said to you that every manager that you develop in your business is worth a royalty bonus of $1,500 a month, how many managers would you like? Would you like 2? Would you like 5? Would you like 25? You see, there is no limit to the amount of managers that you can create. As I've already said, Rosytha and I at the moment have developed 14 of those managers. Okay, but we intend to create another 5 this year. Okay, now this is how we're going to do it, by developing these teams and working with people like yourselves. Now, in addition to the royalty bonus, you're still getting your team building bonus, which is the second area of income we spoke about. And because you don't need to work with A at this point, A is a manager just like you, you're still going to give support to A, but you don't need to do the basics with A anymore because A is a manager the same as you. And because of that, you now introduce F into the team, so you're still working with 5 key people, B, C, D, E, and F. And in that group of 5, there's always going to be about 30 people total. Okay, and when B becomes a manager, we introduce G and so on. So your team building bonus of £2,500 a month is going to be constant. What's going to increase is the royalty income as you develop your managers. So with one manager in your team, you're going to be earning £2,500 a month plus 1,500 royalty bonus, which is a bonus of $4,000. Over and above that, you're making 48% profit on all of the retail sales that you make every month. Now that's a pretty amazing income for anywhere in the world, and especially in Kenya and Africa, where I know the average wage for full-time employment is a lot less than $4,000 a month in Kenya. Now, the same thing is going to happen. You see, this is a duplication business because A is looking at you earning $4,000 a month. What do you think A is going to start to do? A is going to start to develop managers at the same time that you're helping B and C to get to manager. So this moves us on to the next slide, where there's an illustration of how you get paid on the managers that A develops, and also B, C, D, and E as they become manager. So on the right-hand side, you can see that you're getting a 6% royalty bonus on A's business. That's your first generation manager. And when A develops a manager, A will earn a 6% royalty bonus on his or her manager, but the company is going to pay you a 3% royalty bonus on A's manager. And when that manager starts to develop managers, the company will pay you a 2% royalty bonus on that manager as well. Now remember, let's say that you help 5 people to get to the manager position, and they over time help 5 people in their teams to get to the manager. So on your second generation at that stage, you'd have 25 managers, and you're getting paid 3% royalty bonus on each of those 25 second generation managers. So you can see how people in our business can earn 7-figure incomes over $1 million a year simply because what they've done is they've helped 25 or 30 people to get to the manager position, and then they've developed managers, and you get paid royalty bonuses on every single manager. There is no limit, and the income is uncapped. Now, the fourth area of income is the earned incentives. There are lots of incentives, but I'm just going to talk about 3 of them. The first one is international travel. There are a couple of those actually. One is the Managers Retreat, which you can qualify to go on. And then another one is the Eagle Manager Retreat. But the main one is the World Rally. Now, the World Rally is a 12-month qualification. Once you get to the manager position, you can qualify for this. And it's somewhere different in the world every year. I mean, this year it was actually in Dubai. Next year is the 40th anniversary, so it's in Dallas because it's an American company. So the rally is actually in Dallas. Now, it's a 10-day, all expenses paid trip, including flights and $500 spending money and 5-star hotel for 2 people. That's you and a partner, fully paid for. Now, on the manager program, we will help you to get to that manager status and help you to qualify for the World Rally. Now, as you're qualifying for the World Rally and building managers in your team, you will also qualify for the Forever to Drive program, which is the company don't actually give you a car. What they do is they give you an extra bonus every month that you can spend on a car if you want to. If you prefer to spend it on a boat or a tractor, you can do that. But most people spend it on a car, so that's why we've got pictures of cars there. Now, the first level is $400 a month. So when your monthly volume and your team turns over a certain volume, you qualify for 3 years to receive $400 a month for 3 years, and then after 3 years, you just re-qualify again. Now, for $400, you can purchase a pretty nice car, the car of your dreams. And then as your team grows and you move up the plan and you develop managers in your team, you'll move up to level 2 of the car plan, which is $600. And then when you've got enough managers in your team, you will actually, by the time you've got 5 managers in your team, you will actually be on level 3 of the car plan, which is $800. And Rosytha and I are called Leadership Sapphire Managers. We've got a huge business, and we've actually been on level 3 of that Forever to Drive for the past 22 years. For 22 years, the company has paid us $800 a month over and above everything else we earn, and that's always paid for our cars. Pretty nice incentive. And then the icing on the cake is profit share, or the company actually call it now the chairman's bonus. So basically the chairman's bonus is a share of the profits. Now, Rexmorn doesn't have to pay this out. It's a privately owned company. There are no shareholders. But what he does, out of recognition, he'll say, thanks, Phil, for a good year. Thanks, Eva. Thanks, Richard, for a good year. Here's a share of the profits. Now, there is a qualification. You do have to do a certain amount of business in order to get your check. But by the time you've got 1 or 2 managers in your team, you will be qualifying for a profit share check. Now, with 1 or 2 managers, your check's likely to be around about £2,500. But as your business grows, that will go up to 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, 600,000. And there were 2 people this year that collected a profit share chairman's bonus check for in excess of $1 million. Now, don't forget, that is over and above the income that they're already earning with the royalty income, the car plan, the international travel incentive, the team building bonus, and the retail profit on their sales. It's a pretty amazing opportunity, and we would urge you to have a serious look and seriously consider getting involved so that we can help you get the financial freedom and lifestyle that you're looking for. So this is the last slide, and what we need to do now is really make a decision and take some action, because nothing ever happens unless we take action. In our case, when we looked at this 23 years ago, we decided to take all-out massive action, and as a result, we got all-out massive results. And within 12 months, we were earning a 6-figure income, and we were Sapphire managers, and we had our 5 managers within our first 12 months because we just went for it. Now, not everybody wants to go that fast, but we will help you to go at your own pace. We will talk about the income that you would like to earn and create a business plan to help you to achieve that. And you can see through this presentation how that's going to happen. So what you need to do now is you need to contact the person that invited you to have a look at this presentation. Talk to that person and talk about the way forward. Get yourself registered. Don't forget, it doesn't cost anything to register. Get yourself registered as a new Forever Business owner. That will make you a Novus customer. And then what you need to do is you need to purchase your 2 case credits as quickly as possible to get to the assistant supervisor level. You can either purchase the minimum order and accumulate the 2 case credits over the 2-month period. You can purchase the mini combo pack and then you've got just 1 case credit to accumulate over the 2-month period. Or you can jump straight in as an assistant supervisor, that's what we did, and purchase the combo pack so that you start day 1 on 35%, making more money. Either ways, we would welcome you as a valued member of the team. You can start using the products. We will plan your business, and most importantly, take that action to get started. And just finally, as it says at the bottom there, don't be one of those if only people. I just want to mention that some people regret not taking action after they've looked at this presentation. You know, maybe 2 or 3 years down the road, they look back, and there's a saying that if you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same result. And some of those people 2 or 3 years down the road, they are still doing exactly the same thing, whereas you might have taken the action. We worked together, we built your future, and 2 or 3 years down the road, you're a manager, you've got 5 or 6 or 7 managers in your team, you're earning an income that is beyond your wildest dreams, and that person is looking at you saying, if only I had taken action as well. Don't be one of those people. Thank you very much for looking at this presentation. We would welcome you. Don't forget to get back to the person as soon as possible that got you to look at this presentation so that we can talk about the way forward and your part as a valued member of Global Resources Team International. Bye-bye for now.